Hello, my name is Kayla Janos, and this is my Teach One presentation for my Statistical Process Improvement course, which is being held in the fall of 2020 at George Mason University. And today I will be reviewing assignment number 2, question number 2 for our course. In order to complete this assignment, you will need to download the data, which is located at the download CSV link on our Open Online Courses website. I've also included it as a hyperlink in this presentation. When you originally download the files, they do come in a folder titled Hospital Revised Flat Files.zip, which you can see here. And the file that we are going to be using today is the complications at the hospital level, which you can see is highlighted, and you'll want to move this file to whatever workspace you are going to be running the Python application in. Once you have launched Python and made sure that you have the correct file with the correct file extension, which in this case needs to be XLXS, you can go ahead and read the data into Python using the pandas package and the command read Excel. Once the data has been read into Python, you can go ahead and move into filtering the data for the assignment, which was requested that we review each hospital's complications resulting from hip and knee replacement surgeries and obtain the mean and the standard deviation. So as displayed here on the page, you can see that I created a new data set titled filtered by first indicating that I wanted to subset data from the full data set. And then within the brackets, I indicated that the subset I was looking to have was going to be done on the measure ID variable from the full data set. And I wanted to keep data that is related to the hip and knee replacement, as I said. One could choose to also filter off of measure name if you would prefer, but in terms of ease, it was easier to filter off of measure ID since these names are much more compressed. As we continue our data preparation, we first want to review the data types for the data set. And this can be done using the syntax data frame name, which, as I previously mentioned, is filtered dot dtypes. And you can see the results here above the review data types icon. And additionally, you can see that the score variable, which we are looking to analyze, was read in as an object. And this is more than likely due to the fact that since there were some not applicable results in the score variable for the knee and hip replacement, Python's going to read the data as character since it's not completely numeric. In order to update the score variable, what you can do is you can use pandas again and the command to numeric. So on the right hand side, you see that I'm creating a variable titled score, and then using the pandas command as I mentioned, the first argument is telling it which variable to convert, which in this case is the score variable. And then additionally, since we do have character values in the column, we're going to need to let Python know to coerce the errors. And what this means is that rather than the code breaking, since it can't convert text to numeric, it instead creates the missing or non-variable. And just for reference here, I printed 5 rows from the score variable we created just to ensure that not only was the data converted, but it was also treating the character values correctly. And so once your data preparation is complete, you can go ahead and calculate the average and standard deviation. The code to do this here is displayed on the screen, and it's rather simple once you're through the data preparation. So as you can see, to get the mean, I simply indicated to look at the score variable that was created and take the mean, as well as the same process for standard deviation, which is abbreviated as TD.